Okay, I'm in reconvene. It's 8 o'clock and we need to be out of here by 9, and so I got a few things to cover. Okay. First thing I want to talk about, remember last month we were talking about possibly getting into a VA, a Veterans Day school? Robert. Oh, 73. Remember every note. No, my word. No, that you want. I'll make my cake. Yeah. Okay, so what we were trying to do is, if you remember about 4 years ago, we got involved in a program at one of the elementary schools during Veterans Day, where they were putting on a show, and we had several veterans in all branches. We were able to pull our trailer over there and our float, and then also in the auditorium, they get up on the stage and they did question and answer and stuff like that. So I was trying to figure out a place that we could possibly do that again. We lost our point of contact from that particular school. We just got to go through, so I don't know what happened to them. But I tried with the Douglas School District and I tried with Jefferson. I think that your contact with Jefferson, wasn't she, Helen? Jefferson County. Yeah, Jefferson County Schools. And so we weren't able to find any because none of those schools were having any kind of program like that. And so when I went to the veterans, salute to veterans in the city of Aurora, we had, what do you know about this veterans? It was a pretty impressive show this last time. They used to hold them in the Air Museum and read over the Rockies, I think they want to call it, right? And it was pretty interesting because you could walk around and see all the different airplanes and different stuff. This one was held in the Denver Hyatt Region Hotel right out of Colfax Children's Hospital. It was a very good program. We had does anybody remember what the name of that grade school was? I can't remember that, but they had their choir. That's right, Bishop Yale Elementary School. They sang all sorts of songs for us, and it was pretty impressive. So what I was going to do was going to contact the Aurora school districts for next year and see if they have some schools that are going to be putting on a program for Veterans Day. See if we can join in something like that. And then just a couple minutes ago, Dan pointed out to me that Windsor, is it?
Johnstown Milliken.
Johnstown Milliken Elementary School. They put a show on, or they do a presentation every year too. But we just found out about it just a few minutes ago. So they're talking about this Friday, right? Yeah. So that's kind of short notice to try to do something. So next year we're going to try hard to make sure that we try to get ourselves involved in some kind of program with the elementary schools.
I think most of the Cherry Creek schools, elementary schools.
Cherry Creek?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm a tutor at Mission Viejo Elementary School, and tomorrow is their Veterans Day program, and it's all morning with breakfast, the program, classroom time, and then a catered lunch. And it's the first Purple Heart elementary school in the state of Colorado. It's got a big Purple Heart Association sign out front, and the principal just happens to be an Airport Academy grad.
Oh, good. Okay, so we'll definitely try to get involved in that.
But most of the Cherry Creek
Right.
school system, some of the high schools, Grandview, all the high school is also
Okay.
really good.
Okay, so next year we'll put that on our goal. Now I know why it won't be. I'm not seeing too well here. Okay. And talk about the salute for veterans. Tammy, what did you think of it?
I like it.
That was the first one you ever been to, right? It was a lot of fun. We actually had 4 World War II veterans still there. We had individuals from each one of the branches that were just starting in their career. Some were halfway through their career. Got up and talked to us. We had the choir from the elementary school. We had the bagpipes. Remember the bagpipes? He's going around all the different tables and stuff, and then he went down the hallway and just disappeared. Kept playing and playing, and just got quieter and quieter. It's an excellent time and it's a lot of fun, and I'd like to do that start that as an annual thing that we do for the base. We've got a whole table, and there's 10 people on the table, and we had 10 people there, and it was a lot of fun.
All 12. 12 on the table.
No, there's 10.
There's only 10. There were 5 couples.
It must have been a CMW.
So I'm going to really push it next year. It's a lot of fun. It's well worth it. Let's continue. Okay, let's talk about Veterans Day. So I get a lot of emails from National, and I also get emails from the VA from the American Legion, because I belong to this post. And a little while ago, they sent out, I think I forwarded to everybody this morning. These are some of the specials that are going on here in the local area for veterans. And this Saturday, right, is the Veterans Day. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers are handing out coupons for free meals. Golden Corral is giving a free meal on the November 13th. Country Buffet is putting out a free meal. Hooters is putting out a free meal off a special menu. Olive Garden, free meal off special menu. On the Border, free meal, special menu. Red Robin's giving out a free hamburger meal. Rock Bottom Brewery is free meal. And the best one I think is Texas Roadhouse. Between 1,100 and 1,200, I think that's supposed to be 1,400. 11 and 1,400. They're handing out meal vouchers, and these vouchers don't have a expiration date. Okay, so you just you stay in your car, you get online, and you just follow them around, and I think they just look at an ID and they give you your voucher. And don't even have to get out of your car.
And there's a link to all that in the newsletter.
Yes, and he put a link in all of the newsletter. So yes,
That's on Veterans Day at any of the,
Texas Roadhouses, and then the others that I listed too. Okay,
what about Applebee's?
I don't believe I saw an Applebee's. I just read through.
There's a veterans menu on Apple.
Okay, okay, also out Applebee's. Okay, recruitment. Take a look around the room here. How many people don't have gray hair? How many people are young? We're very limited. You don't even have hair. There you go. We've got to build up our membership if we want to continue going forward with this group. Wear your hats, carry cards, ask for email addresses. Does anybody have any other ideas about how to get members? We just need to start plugging through it. I think this is our most important item we need to work on. Okay, minutes. If there's no corrections to the minutes from our last meeting as published, they will be accepted as published. Anybody have any corrections? And you're doing good. Treasurer report. Remember, you're on. This is being recorded.
Good
Trouble,
evening.
he thinks 10 is 12.
Hey. It's always in the positive direction. The more the merrier. Just like he was saying, the more the merrier. you know. Well, just to let you know, we started out the month in of October in our operations account of $2,894, and we ended the month with $3,372.99 for a net gain there. If you want to see any of the other options that we have, you can come up and take a look at the report as we go forward. Um, One of my other functions as treasurer is membership chairman. And so dues are due, and National's getting really picky about this. The National wants the dues in by the 31st of December. And if not, by the 15th of January, you'll be on the inactive list. So if you're not sure where you stand with your dues, please come up and take a look at my list that I have here, and we can find out where you are, if you're paid ahead or whether you're current. And just about everybody that's here is current, and but you can see where you're at and verify it. National dues this year is $30, and the base dues is still $15, so a total 45. And any questions? If you look at our website, on the landing page that you come into and going down on the right-hand side, you'll see all the information about what dues is and how to send the payments to me.
Do I think, did I pay for, can you pay for lifetime dues? For
No,
national?
for national, you did.
Yeah, and what is that? I can't remember.
Well, it goes by age, and that's all on the website, and basically if you're over 70, 76 or over, then it's $120. If you're between 65 and 70, or 66 and 76, I think it's 220. Okay, and so as you get younger, for national life
Yeah,
membership, the price goes up. And it's
therefore a one-time fee.
that's a one and done. Yep. The base is going forward. The one thing I want to mention to you is in our bylaws, we have provision for a perpetual membership, life membership in the base. And for that, you have to be 75 years old by the time, you'd have to be 75 before December 31st for 2024. And you have to have joined the base over 5 years ago, and be active for that 5 years. And then we have a document that you fill out, and you tell us when you became 75, and also, and then I verify when you joined the base, because I have all that information, on the national database. And then we submit it to the officers, and we approve it. And then from that point on, that next year, like this would be 2024, then you would be considered a perpetual member or life member in the base.
What's that called?
Pardon me?
What is that called?
5 years. Yeah. So you'd be active in the base for 5 years and be 75. That's the requirements that they put out in the
But
bylaw.
there's no cost.
Oh, no.
Then you become a perpetual member.
Yeah, like I said, cost is you've got to be here 5 years. Right?
Cost in arrears.
Yeah. So, it's take a look at how things add up, and if you do like an application, then just drop me an email, and I'll email it to you, and you can fill it out, and I'll add in whatever I can from my records and get it back to me. Go from there. Any question? Thank you. Just made it.
I just, I just want to thank the base for coming to Estes Park with the fun. It's the talk of the town. Okay. And most of you may or may not know this, but this Friday is the 148th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. And those of you who are up there know that the fellow who headed the parade is a retired colonel, 2 Purple Hearts in Vietnam. And I'll be having dinner with him and some other folks on Friday. But and I'm going to suggest to him that if the town is available for that we invite you all back next year. Can we bring friends? Bring friends, by all means.
I said,
And what are they, I said, really, they didn't kind of PO, but they only had one loudspeaker along that 3-mile, 2-mile distance that we proceeded on, for crying out loud. And it was only down at Bond Park, which is where, you know, the activity. In years past, they've usually had 3 or 4 placed along the route, but that's the only place that they actually told who was doing what for whatever reason. Anyway, I'll try and work those things out and get to you all a written request ASAP.
we can let them know that next year we'll probably have a improved float with 2 boats on it and animation. So we're expanding.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, we kind of decided at the after the parade that we're gonna try to do that next year too, so. Bill,
But just added, and that's this on Saturday, our Legion, the Legion down there, which is Legion, free breakfast for like 7 to 11, I believe. And then at 2 o'clock, there'll be a ceremony at our memorial, which is on the river right across from McDonald's.
okay,
If anybody's interested.
okay, good.
And Bill will be displaying the Navy flag, and I'm going to do the Merchant Marine flag.
All right.
There you go. You need a haircut. Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and run through the limitations for November. Dan, Ballard, 3rd. Kay is on the 4th. Marcia on the 5th. Jenny Alfaro, myself on the 11th. Lauren Wilker on the 15th. Robert Justin on the 16th. Dave Linker on the 16th. How many saw that big model submarine that was in the case there when we had the memorial? That was Dave Linker. He did that, made that up himself about 10 years ago, I guess, or so. Joni, glad to see you here. The 16th. Bill Allen, the 20th. Donald Ryerson, the 21st. Dennis Evick, the 25th. Okay, now for December. Jim Bradford, 2nd. Gene Keller, 9th. Jimmy Alfaro, the 10th. Elaine Krause, the 20th. Tammy, the 21st. Michael Lewis, the 27th. James Kirk, the 30th.
You got one more,
Who's that?
13.
Yourself?
I was born on Friday the 13th.
Oh, all right. Cal, okay. Now, who would like to volunteer to bring the cake for next time?
I'll bring it.
Tammy already said she'd bring it.
It's okay, he can bring it.
He can bring it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
How deep do you want the prune layer in the cake?
the prune, okay. So, Tammy, bring it or?
I'm just teasing.
Don't care. No, I'm glad to do it, but if Tammy prefers, I'm glad to yield.
I think it's the other way around.
It's fine.
You sure?
What's the answer?
I'll bring it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Because I was just thinking, we're talking second week of December, you could have a hell of a snowstorm and you may not be able to make it since you're driving.
Well, how about January then?
Well, when we get the birthdays for January, we'll discuss next meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
I'll put some Tabasco with the prunes.
there you go. Okay, let's go to the committee reports. Tammy, do you have anything to add to our storekeeper?
I have calendars for those that order them, and I only ordered a few extra because we had a bunch left over from last year. So if anybody wants a calendar that didn't order one, let me know and I'll order more.
Do you want me to send an email out for
Yeah,
everybody on that?
please, and then they can send me an email and let me know and I'll order some more calendars.
Okay. Webmaster, do you have anything?
No, visit the website, RockyMountainSubvets.com.
Cats for Kids, we still are in pause. Last time I contacted, Harry, he said it was still not doing so good. He had some neck and shoulder problems. So if we know of anybody that's interested, let me know. Taking over Cats for Kids. Colorado State Veterans Home, November, Wednesday, the 15th.
Bingo.
Bingo. The big question is, they were canceled last time due to COVID. What do we got going on now? Does anybody know?
We're on deck to be there.
Okay, so it's good to go.
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 1990 North Clinton Street, Aurora.
Let's get a show of hands.
Yes.
What are you supposed to bring?
For bingo?
Oh, it's bingo. Okay.
Yes, this is for the State Veterans Home bingo that we do.
When's the next one, Gina?
Next Wednesday.
This
Next
coming
Wednesday, yes. A week from today. 10 o'clock. How many do we have? We had 1, 2, 3.
Andy,
Andy?
I got a burial.
Oh, that sounds like
what
fun.
time's the bird?
Marcia, can we do 10 o'clock?
For what?
Oh,
Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. I know I have the eye doctor appointment at 1.
Okay, we can do it.
yeah, it's over with about 11.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it takes about an hour. Okay, I won't be able to make this one, but I'll be able to make next month's. Okay, parades. Jeff. Where's Jeff? Oh, there you are.
Right here.
So what we would like to do is we'd like to do the Littleton Parade. We enjoyed that. The Frederick Parade. The Estes Park Parade.
Okay.
I think we're gonna skip the Sheridan Parade. It was very poor turnout. There was only like 3 blocks of people. And at the end of those 3 blocks, the parade just disintegrated. I mean, it just disappeared. It was really bizarre. But we'd like to look into Broomfield
Okay.
and Windsor Harvest. What's
Park
that?
Hill too.
Park Hill?
Park Hill has a good parade every year.
Where is Park Hill?
That's the area just north of me.
Just north of you?
Where are you? Where are you?
I live on Colfax and Monaco. So Park Hill is a big neighborhood just to the north of Colfax, all the way up to Martin Luther King.
Oh, when is that parade? What month?
I'll check and find out. I'll let you know.
So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones that we'd like to look into, yeah.
What about the Denver Veterans Day Parade? I looked into it, if they want like $250.
Oh.
Is that anything we want to look at?
Well, last month I asked people about it. We actually had 0 people that said they wanted to attend.
Yeah, I looked into it and it's like $250.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it is.
kind of what I thought.
What I can say
There's a
is
Loveland
that,
Veterans Day.
years ago, when I first came here, they said, no, they did not ever want to go there because no one showed up.
Yeah,
It was, they had the parade, but there was no.
no spectators.
No spectators. It was worthless. Now, that was years ago, but that's what I.
Okay, memorial, I think I've already talked a few times about, we have this Derek Ralston, who is a young Marine. But
I just wanted to say that, the Park Hill Parade is, 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July, 2024. It's the largest Independence Day march and parade in Denver.
Isn't that when the Essex Park Parade is?
Yes. We don't have a date yet.
okay,
24.
so that's right, we did have it over July 5th, 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to, when we get closer, we'll have to make a decision on which one to go to. Okay, the memorial, Derek Ralston, is kind of the head of the Young Marines, and they want to do repairs and upkeep on the memorial. Last time I had contact with him was about a month ago, and he said he was checking in to get Home Depot to give us supplies and stuff like that. And I need to email him again and try to see if he's made any progress on what we want to make sure that at least every 4 months we change out the flag, polish up the brass, keep it looking nice. It was a pretty bad repair when we did the memorial this year. Before we had to clean it up and clean stuff. Okay, what we want to do is we want to modify the flagpole so that we don't have to rely on a bucket truck to be able to change out the banners and flags. And so we had some ideas. Grant's had a few good ideas, and Robert, and do we want to have a committee to decide that, or do you guys just want to take that on? What do you guys want to do? For what? For the flagpole modification.
I think we can do it ourselves.
Grant, what do you think? Does that sound reasonable?
We'll take any ideas that anybody has.
Yeah, we're talking about a lock box that bolts onto the pole. And inside that box will be the plates for the lanyards. We just have to make it so that nobody can get access to it unless they have a 6-foot lanyard, something like that. Okay, so we're gonna try to start working on that. Float, I guess we're still in a pause while the summer healing.
My thumb is a lot better, and I'm hoping that as soon as Christmas is over with, I can get going on the float again, or on the model. And have it done by the 1st of April.
Okay, if anybody wants to help,
Something you said you would help.
have Bruce, just give him a call, and when he's ready to work, we'll try to wrap it things up. Okay, social committee, Bruce, next month is our Christmas party. We're giving gifts exchange. You missed the meeting, but we talked about raising the price to $30 max. Okay. Does that sound reasonable to everybody? It used to be 25, we'll raise it to 30. Now, in the past, we used to have a lot of stealing back and forth and trying to figure out who's got what and where, and we'd go 3 times. And so we propose that either we just do an item can be only sold twice or 0 times. It's up to you guys to decide who wants. If you do the 0, then you just, whatever you pick out of the pile is what you get. What do people want? Twice. 1 0.
Gotta have some fun.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go for twice. It also means that and a person can only have 2 items stolen from. So the third one they pick will be the one they're with. Okay, so that's always a lot of fun. Let's try to get a good turnout for next month. No, just bring one gift, $30 max. And then what we do is, we put a ball in the corner, we pull out numbers, everybody will have a ticket with the number. As you pull them out, whoever the first one is to get it. Then the second one can go for the pile or it can go for what the person got. You can steal it.
And are we to bring spouses?
Yes, you can bring spouses, you can bring anybody you like.
Can I bring my spouse and my girlfriend?
I would highly recommend not that happening. Yeah. Okay, JJ, do you have any update on Colorado?
Actually, we received word recently, that, USS Colorado will be home shortly before Christmas.
Ooh, all right.
And also it looks like they will be leaving in March to go to, Pearl Harbor for their first overhaul. So they'll be, they're overhauling in Pearl Harbor starting next year. I'm not sure how long it is, probably at least 18 months.
Right.
And what else? Oh, and Andy's helped orchestrate some students sending letters to the boat. And just recently, they got a whole package of letters in return from the crew members to each of the students who sent letters to them. And Andy said it was a big hit at the school, so I think that was.
Let me tell you a story. What the kids would ask specific questions from the crew members, roll a letter back, customized. Like one child, fifth grade, said, "Have you ever seen a big jellyfish?" And Lieutenant JG said, "Yeah, I saw one on the Periscope." Another one said, "Have you ever, if you can't get email underwater, have you thought about attaching a Wi-Fi to a dolphin?" They're having trouble. The guy writes back, "We thought about that, but that we go out, it's not deeper than the dolphin for me." They wrote letters, a short letterhead, and the commander wrote a letter to the principal with the names of all the kids, thanking them and everything, and included a flag that was flown from the submarine, an undisclosed location that was revealed in the letter. Wow.
Now,
It's going to be, and that's going to be announced for the first time tomorrow at the veterans event at the school. They're going to put up the flag. They're going to fly the flag.
you are.
Oh, that's cool.
Back in 1970, from 74 to 76, I was a diving medical officer and nuclear submarine medical officer at Mare Island. And when you mentioned overhaul, somebody did, going to Pearl Harbor. Who said that? I did. You did. That's right. Anyway, was at Mare Island. They built nuclear submarines there. They stopped after one of them sank.
Yeah.
Because they left a valve or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, they would bring in the nuclear submarines, and as you said, 18 months is the average, but it was very difficult for those captains and XOs and the crew to get that ship done because you had to go through these 3 phases. So one of the captains, I remember him, was a nice guy, and he had to use a cane. And so what he did was he took his XO and he said to the XO, you go to this first phase and you deal with the problems there. You can call me. I'm going to the second phase because other captains had told him where the problems lie in the 3 phases. And so he would listen the captain would listen to what needed to be done ahead of time or possibly could be done in the first phase. So he moved that into the 3rd phase also. I mean, that's the way they did it. And when his submarine got out under 18 months, Hyman Rickover flew to the base and promoted him to captain on the spot.
Creativity.
Yeah. Okay, Wreaths Across America, do we have any update on time?
The only thing that I know, is that the website and what communication I've gotten is that the ceremony is at 10 and no flags, no wreaths will be placed until after the ceremony. But apparently they're very short-staffed and I have not received any information about when the grave specific wreaths will be placed. But
So they're having a ceremony at 10,
at 10,
and who's supposed to be attending the ceremony? Just
anybody
anybody?
that wants to.
And then they're gonna do the general wreaths at the end?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's gonna include grave specific at the same time or not, and nobody seems to know that. And I have an email into the website, but nobody's answering me. By this time last year, I had
Packet and everything.
a little piece of paper that said how many wreaths we were getting and what to present to the truck to get them. I have not
Oh,
received
that's right.
anything, any communication.
How about Fort Logan? Do they know anything? It's all done
People
separate?
work there have nothing to do with it. It's a national thing. So
So it's the 17th, is that the Saturday,
it's the 16th.
the 16th?
It's the 16th.
And I think we have our meeting the 13th or something like that.
So find out, I'll let you know, and then you can get it out to the club. But I'm kind of hoping that they'll do the grave specifics before the ceremony, so it's not so crowded.
Okay.
Separate, but I have no information other than the website itself says ceremony at 10, no wreaths placed until after the ceremony. And that they will be done immediately after the ceremony.
Okay, so people start showing up at like 8 in the morning, right? They're gonna hang around for 2 hours to wait to put
Yeah, I don't know.
at 10
No,
o'clock.
they had 2 years ago, they had a lady there. Last year, they had a lady start and quit in October.
Oh,
So the co-person had to assume all the responsibilities all at once, kind of by herself. She pulled it off actually pretty
I
well.
thought last year that were like,
But she said it was just way too much for her because she had no help. She was sort of in it by herself. So they've obviously got somebody brand new this year. And I've had very poor communication, very poor.
okay. That sounds like it's gonna be a fun day, you know?
Yeah,
Now, if you want to donate for reefs or our specific members that are at Fort Logan, you're more than welcome to donate.
yeah.
Let Grant know.
There's 17 apiece now.
Are they?
15. And we need 20 for the base.
When's this drop dead date? I forgot to take care of my dad and
I think, yeah, we've already paid for this year, so we have a little bit left in the fund. I don't know how much, but we have a little bit left in the fund, but it'd be nice to kind of fill
$230.
it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'd have some for next year. So even, one wreath, $17 or something, if somebody donated for next year, so we'd have money there.
So you need that just for other veterans? Is that what you're saying?
so what we do is we have 23 or 22.
20.
We have 20 members of this base that are interned at Fort Logan. And so each year we will do specific reefs. So 17 times 20 is what we spend each year. So if you want to make a donation to help with that, you're more than welcome to talk to Grant about it.
Just give me a check.
There you go.
I think it's $340 each year. I think that's what I did this year is $340.
So whatever you give
Okay.
this year is for next year. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We've already purchased the wreaths for this year. Okay.
Okay, we're good with the order. December 9th is the Army Navy game. Here it goes. There you go. So what they have is they have a potluck in the bar in an old area. And they have a big widescreen TV and watch the game on there. Last year, we overwhelmingly had the whole area filled with Navy guys. There were very few Army there. And so if you're interested, it starts at 1300, December 9th. It's a potluck, so bring something to eat. I think all of the host supplies are plates and silverware and cups and stuff like that.
Groton base,
Yeah,
Groton base,
the Groton base.
the memorial.
Oh, yeah, I still got some more to talk. So how many might be doing that? We're gonna have our executive board meeting just before that game or just after the game. Bruce, do you think you'll be able to attend or you remember this time?
Before the game.
Grant,
Come on.
Robert, myself, Dan,
I'll be there.
who else might be there? Okay, so remember, bring some munchies or food to eat. The Denver Council of the Navy League, November 17th, is having a dinner, and Andy is the guest speaker. Or should I say, main speaker. I sent out an email for everybody. I've already put in my tickets, so if anybody's interested, I think you have until the 13th.
And the link's in the newsletter.
And the link is in the newsletter.
And the ticket is actually a meal you're buying.
Yeah, it's a dinner. It starts at 1600 social hour, dinners at 17 or something like that.
It's
1800.
1800. What did I say? I said 1600. 1800.
Social hour, 18.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm under the assumption that when I got a email from National, and I thought it went out to everybody.
I got it.
But some people said they didn't got it, some people said they did. So I went ahead and resent it out this morning that the Groton submarine base is constructing a submarine memorial where they have a sail and
When we were out for the Colorado commissioning, the sail in pieces was laying in that yard. Right, remember it's all rusted?
yeah.
It was the top of the sail, the bottom of the sail, the three water planes were all sitting in pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna put it together and they're gonna build a really nice memorial. And that's what they need the bricks for.
Yeah, so the pavers are $250. I think I was gonna go ahead and do one for myself, but how many would like the base to consider doing a paving stone for our? You did one today for yourself? How many people would like to see the base do a paver? Okay, sounds pretty good. We'll go ahead and I'll research it, find out what we need. Money, no issue. Grant, we're all, with 250 is reasonable? Yes, no?
Where to send it?
Huh?
Let me know where to send it.
Okay, so from now on, as I get emails from National, I'll go ahead and forward it to everybody to make sure everybody gets it. Yeah.
Question. They got the after part of what submarine? A diesel or a nuke?
It's a nuke, and did they tell us which one? What's the name of the submarine? For the Groton.
Well, it's gonna be the sail, the fleet sail that had to refurbish it and rebuild it. Fairwater plane sail, it's gonna be sitting on a mount
For the Groton.
for the USS Groton.
Yes.
She was, I can't find it now. I think it was SSN 718.
It had the planes on the sail.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's gonna be set, typical sail memorial, where they just have the sail all painted and really nice.
It's a
It'll be
lot.
sitting on a base that looks like a submarine,
Yeah.
and then the pavers will be on a walkway around it with plantings and stuff like that.
So there,
Where the original USSVI base was in Groton down there on Long Point Road or whatever.
So they're gonna use bushes and trees and stuff to do the outline of the submarine with the sail. And I thought they had the stern also, but I don't remember.
But they definitely have the sail. It was in pieces.
Yeah, I remember now that you say that.
The commissioning.
Okay, does anybody else have anything good for the order?
Yeah, you wanna talk about the auction in January? Your storekeeper is putting together a whole bunch of nice.
Right. I have a few.
Okay, a whole bunch. Many.
Few. I've gotten,
It's nice stuff.
I've got a jean jacket, I've got a denim shirt, I've got a bottle of bourbon. I've got, Stranahan's whiskey, I've got a request into them. I've got a request into Cabela, they're reviewing my whiskey application. I've got wine, I've got some gift cards that Ace Hardware gave me that I'm gonna go buy something and.
Oh, okay.
And then I also found, I was online, and somebody said, hey, we just electric barbecue go together and we don't want it, come get it. Well, I'm on my way. So we have a little tiny electric barbecue grill.
Yeah.
Electric.
Also, Dick has given us quite a few items. The nicest one we had about pieces of the wall. So I have those at my house, and so those will all be part of the auction. So remember what it is. It's to help with our general funds. It used to be for our scholarship, but our scholarship kind of disappeared. And so it will be for our general funds.
Bring your money.
Yes,
Bring your friends.
we got to make sure we get Vince Kirk to show up.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look in the latest American Submariner. You wonder where the scholarship funds go. It's got a full page listing of 4 columns of all the universities that the scholarship is sending the kids to.
Yeah.
You know, and this goes for your children, grandchildren,
Great grandchildren.
nieces and nephews, and your relatives can apply for that.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. They just have to write an essay, fill out a form. And for some reason, we went 2 or 3 years with nobody even ever had it. So it's kind of disappeared.
Tim Keller isn't here anymore. His daughter won everything.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Larry, are you ready? You look like you're halfway out the door.
Flight detection.
50-50.
Wouldn't be the first time you've done a double wide.
Well, you're probably right. Nine 51366.
366.
Well. This is freaking kidding me. You know, see,
He must have memorized it. See that hand go up instantly? Okay, so let's surface the boat. You ready there? Let us now leave this quiet and tranquil life that we know in the deep and return to reality of the surface world. Surface, surface, surface. Myra?
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening together, for the friendships and the fellowship around this group. And I just thank you that you kept everybody safe getting here on this kind of wet evening. I lift up those that are sick within this group, and for those that couldn't make it tonight because of sickness, I ask that you would heal them and meet any needs that they might have. I lift up our country to you. That's kind of in a little bit of a turmoil right now, and I just ask that you would restore peace to this country. You would give our leaders wisdom in making decisions regarding the future of our country, and um, just also lift up our troops from all branches that are fighting to maintain our freedoms that we enjoy here in this country. I ask that you would give them successful missions and bring them home safely. I ask you to bless everybody here and also bless the United States of America. Amen.
Motion we adjourn.
Okay, as motion to adjourn. So moved, the second. No second.
Second.
Heard my thing. We're done.